What's up, guys, and welcome to Myth-Busting Mondays, episode 46. This is the show where we bust the myths that you guys leave in the comment section below. And we are just 1 week away from the Stalingrad DLC 3 Zombies map, which I'm super hyped for, and I hope that you guys are hyped for as well. And as some of you guys may already know, I do get to play the map just a little bit early, so I will be able to release a Myth-Busting Mondays episode on Stalingrad just before the map actually gets released. So if you guys want to drop so many Stalingrad myths inside the comment section right now, that would be greatly appreciated. And I'm pretty sure at this event I'm only allowed to use classic gobblegums and not mega gobblegums, so none that you can get off Dr. Monty's factory, just the classic ones that are already in the game, so like anywhere but here in plain sight. So if you guys have any myths to do with those gobblegums on Stalingrad, please drop them inside the comment section right now and I can do those for next week, boys. But here we go, Myth-Busting Mondays episode 46 for this week. We can aim for 3,115 likes on this video right now, dudes, and without further ado, let's get on to the first myth. So the first myth of today's show, guys, is being sent in by NSLK74, and he asks, if you have Aftertaste and someone uses on the house with you down with Aftertaste, will you get the perk? So this is going to be pretty fun to go and check out. So I'm on Dirt Eisendrach right now with my buddy Lime Tonic, and he has got an on the house gobblegum, and I have got the Aftertaste gobblegum as well. So I'm going to get downed right here, and as you see, I am down on Dirt Eisendrach, and my buddy Lime Tonic is going to drop that on the house gobblegum, and then we can see if he picks it up while we are down, if this is going to allow us to collect the perk. So I am down with Aftertaste. I've still got my Widow's Wine. He's going to pick this up, and let's see. No, it doesn't work, dude. So no, you cannot get your perks while you are down, but obviously you've got Aftertaste, so you get to keep the perks that you already had. I honestly thought this one would work. I don't know. Sometimes I get these feelings with Myth-Busting Mondays that the game would get tricked into letting you have that, especially because you do have Aftertaste. But no, this is not possible. But there we go. So thank you so much for that myth, NSLK74, and let's get on to the next myth of today's show. So the next myth of today's show, guys, is being sent in by Matt Salvatore, and he asks, will fear in headlights freeze the Panzer when he falls from the sky? Now, we've tried this with Killing Time, and it does work, but will this happen with fear in headlights? As we know that fear in headlights stops all zombies from moving, including Panzers, Marguas, anything at all around the map. So will it stop him while he's spawning in and floating down into the map? So right now we're going to change onto the round 18, and that's where the Panzer will spawn in for the second time. I actually missed this on round 12, so hopefully on round 18 we should all be good. I'm going to activate the fear in headlights right now, and we'll just wait for the Panzer to spawn in. So are you ready? Let's look at the Panzer, and no, how does this not work? I honestly thought I would, and as we can see right there, as soon as he actually lands and his feet touch the ground, fear in headlights does kick in and activate. So maybe, I don't know, I wanted to say that this doesn't work if anything's in the air, but it does actually work with the wasps on Shadows of Evil, so I don't know. But no, this is not possible. The only way that you can get that Panzer to stop in midair is still with Killing Time. But thank you so much for that myth, Matt Salvatore, and let's get on to the next myth of today's show. So the next myth of today's show, guys, is being sent in by Diamond Dude 360 Greaves, and he asks, when Pack-a-Punch opens on the Giants, will it work if you use Killing Time? Will it freeze the door? So if you guys don't know, on the Giants, once you activate all the teleporters around the map, the door lowers down. So every single teleport you activate, the door lowers down 1/3. So we're going to activate 2 of the teleporters, and then when it gets to the final one, we'll drop that Killing Time, and then activate the third one, and see if the final rest piece of the door drops down, and we can just basically walk through the door that is still technically there. Or will it make the door go all the way into the ground? I don't know, but let's go and check this out, boys. So here we are. We're waiting for the third teleporter right now, and there we go. We're going to walk over to the middle, pop that Killing Time, and let's see. No, the door still shuts, dude. That is disappointing. I wanted a little glitchy thing. I hope that there's so many glitches that we can do with Killing Time, fear in headlights, on the house, just so many different things on Stalingrad, because that's what I'm missing right now. If you guys remember back to earlier episodes of Myth-Busting Mondays where we could like freeze Killing Time on the Wonder Sphere and we'd be in midair, that's what I really want for Stalingrad, and I'm hoping that that will be possible. But no, Diamond Dude 360 Greaves, that is not possible right there, dudes. But let's get on to the next myth of today's show. So the next myth of today's show, guys, is being sent in by Hidden Trout 45, and he wanted to find out, will Burned Out work while I'm in beast mode? PS, love your videos. Thank you so much, Hidden Trout 45. I do appreciate that a lot, bro. And let's go and find this thing out. So we're currently in beast mode, and we've got Burnt Out, and let's see. No, doesn't work, dudes. And after recording this, I figured out that the zombies actually have to hit you to activate the burnt out, so this would never work in the first place. But we still do know that there's a lot to be explored with the beast mode. We know that gobblegums do activate whilst you're in beast mode as well, so you can use pretty much anything, like in plain sight, use fear in headlights, probably killing time as well. There's a lot of things that you can use with beast mode, so keep the beast mode myths coming, dudes. I mean, I really like to do them, but unfortunately, burnt out doesn't work because you can't get hit whilst in beast mode. Ooh! Unless the Margwa hits you on the final step of the Easter egg, maybe. But I'm not sure if the Margwa can actually activate burnt out. We'll have to go and see that, dudes. But let's get on to the next myth of today's show. So the next myth of today's show, guys, is being sent in by Connor Ryder, and he asks, what happens when you activate a nuke while killing time is active? So we've got a nuke on Shadows of Evil right now. I've got the killing time gobblegum. We've got a horde of zombies, and I'm going to run them right near the nuke. I'm going to click that killing time to start so they all get frozen, and then we'll pick the nuke up. So let's go and do this, dude. Let's drop that killing time right now. Boom. Let's pick up the nuke, and... now, there is an animation there. There's definitely an animation there that shows that the zombies have died, but it doesn't actually clear the zombies away. And I also thought that the nuke that actually drops when you pick a normal kaboom up would stay on the screen, but that doesn't stay on the screen either. But there you go. So the zombies do look like they are dead, but they are still on the map. And of course, after the killing time finishes, they all will disappear. So yeah, you can still activate a nuke whilst killing time is activated, and it will kill all the zombies, but you still have to wait until the killing time is finished before the zombies disappear. But let's get on to the next myth of today's show. So the next myth of today's show, guys, is being sent in by Leslie Hubbard, and they ask, does burnt out work on the flying things in Shadows of Evil? Pizza emoji, pizza emoji, pizza emoji, pizza emoji. Now, I honestly thought this would work, but unfortunately, it doesn't. Basically, when you go over to the wasps, you basically go straight through them. There's no, like, real wasp there, even though they can hurt you, but you just go straight through them, which I found really, really strange. So no, burnt out cannot work on the wasps, but it does work on everything else inside the game pretty much. I can't really think of anything it doesn't work on. It may not work on the spiders in Zetsbo. That's the only thing that I can think of, and possibly the hellhounds. But it works on everything else. Burnt out is truly, truly amazing, and you guys keep on sending these burnt out myths in, which I'm really happy about because I do like burnt out. But there you go. It cannot work on the wasps in Shadows of Evil. Thank you, Leslie, for sending those in, and let's get on to the next myth of today's show. So the next myth of today's show is actually being sent in by Lime Tanic, who's the guy that's in my game right now who helps me out with the myths while Lex is not available, and he wanted to find out, can you use killing time on Shadows of Evil whilst doing the Pack-a-Punch ritual and Pack-a-Punch your weapon whilst killing time is still going on? So basically we wanted to find out if the big rock in the middle of Pack-a-Punch that disappears after the ritual will not disappear, and you can basically Pack-a-Punch your weapon through the rock by using killing time, because that ritual is actually timed. It's around 20 seconds if all players are in there, and obviously we wanted to find out if we could do this, so let's go and check it out, boys. So we're inside the ritual right now. We're gonna wait just a few more seconds, and then we'll drop that killing time gobblegum, so it definitely goes over to when the ritual is finished. So let's drop that killing time and let's go and see. Oh, unfortunately, dudes, the rock has moved, but the killing time is still going, and we still see the lights of the gate worms as well. Pack-a-punching right there. You see that my gun does get stuck, which is pretty crazy, and of course, after the ritual, I can just pick up my gun anyway. So nothing really strange happens except for my gun gets stuck inside of the Pack-a-Punch machine, but that is it, dude. So thank you so much, Lime Tanic, for sending that in, bros. But let's get on to the next myth of today's show. So the second to last myth of today's show, guys, is being sent in by Jordan Shuttleworth, and he wanted to find out what happens if you use fear in headlights when a zombie is midway through the fan trap in Zetsubou no Shima. Pizza emoji, pizza emoji. So the way that we're going to do this right now, I've got fear in headlights available to use. I'm going to bring a zombie all the way up to inside the fan trap, activate the fear in headlights, turn on the fan trap, and we'll see what happens. So here we go, dudes. The zombie is making his way up the stairs. Fear in headlights. There we go. Activate the fan trap, and yes, there you go. He gets sucked straight into the fan trap, so even fear in headlights will not stick the zombie in the same place and avoid him from being killed from that fan trap. So thank you so much, Jordan, for sending that in, dude. I do appreciate that a lot. And let's get on to the final myth of today's show. So the final myth of today's show, guys, is being sent in by Julian, and they ask, what happens when you use Now You See Me during the Little Arnie Easter egg? Now, if you guys don't know, on the final step of the Little Arnie Easter egg, you throw a Little Arnie onto the stage in the black lace, and then you see the Little Arnies all dance, and luckily, so you can watch the dance happening, all the zombies will stay in the middle of the room and not attack you. But what happens if you use the Now You See Me Gobblegum, which allows all the zombies just to go after you? This is going to be really exciting. So let's go and do it, boys. Let's go and throw the little Arnie over onto the stage. Let's do the Now You See Me Gobblegum. And... no, dudes, no. Why has this myth busting been all about negative myths? See, that's not what it's all about. But no, it does not work, boys. The zombies do not go after me while I've got that Now You See Me Gobblegum on. They all still wait in the middle of the room so I can watch the little Arnies dance. But that is Myth Busting Mondays episode 46, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please drop that like. Let's aim for 3,115 likes on this video, guys. You know how we do. And also, guys, remember to leave your myths for Stalingrad DLC 3 Classic Gobblegums, boys. But that is it for this week's episode, dudes. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you are brand new. Make sure you go and subscribe to Thankyou, who helped me out with these myths. His link will be in the description right now. And as always, guys, thank you for watching, and peace out.